Hello, hello. This is Yuri with Moving Sales Professionals and Let's Talk Moving Podcast. And with me today, I have Sam Jacobs, owner of Busy Beeline Movers with over 14 years of experience. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining me, working out of New York State. So how long in general have you been in the moving industry? Has it been 14 years? Has it been longer?
Yeah, it's been about somewhere between 14 and 15 years that I've actually been in the moving industry.
All right. How did you get started?
Well, I just got asked to hop on a truck, and then I slowly worked my way up, became co-partners with someone else who was starting a company, and then eventually now I just fully own.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
How's New York State different from other places, would you say? Or has it been all New York State for you?
yeah. I mean, we've done mainly New York State moves, but we also go out of state, so we're able to see certain things in certain places. As far as like how it's different, I would have to say, well, we deal with snow in the winters,
Sure.
and we so that really affects like how busy we get. In the busy season is definitely in the summer months. I mean, I'm not sure how different that is to every other industry, but we really do see a pretty sizable decrease in moves in the winter.
Well, I mean,
In
everybody does,
January,
but of course,
February.
yeah, it does depend on the weather and snow. And I'm sure, like, I grew up in Pittsburgh. We get plenty of snow there. There's not as much snow as Maryland. We only get a couple of days a year that really affect things here in Maryland, Virginia area. But
Yeah.
then, if the farther north you go, the more it becomes a factor. Before you know it, you're using snowmobiles and what have you. Now, is there something that you do that's unique? How do you combat, make sure that the trucks don't freeze and what have you? The different people do different things. Is there something that you can suggest to other people that are dealing with cold climate that would help you get the trucks running, get the trucks rolling?
Yeah, I mean, we're located in an area that, it's not quite as crazy as if we were up by Buffalo or Syracuse or Ithaca or places like that. So we don't have to worry as much, but we have had the fuel filters freeze. And in those instances, you definitely want to catch it way before, it gets to that temperature. You want to be putting that antifreeze. They make solutions that you can put in your fuel tank, and then you just got to make sure that the truck is running for a while before you get that freeze. And then, I mean, we have a
Get
we
up
have a
bright and
truck that,
early.
yeah, exactly. And then we have a truck that you can plug right into the wall.
Mm.
It has an adapter so that you can make sure that it stays warm.
And now for a word from our sponsors. If you're a moving business owner, you may have already heard of Moversville, an email marketing service that helps moving companies increase, repeat, and referral business. But have you heard of Moversville Connect? Moversville Connect is an incredible resource for all things moving. They feature an array of vendors and services that cater specifically to the moving industry. You can find companies that provide moving software, moving sales services, marketing services, moving equipment providers, and much, much more. Visit moversville.com today to learn more.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure your trucks are running. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get on the road, and then you have to
Yeah,
deal with rescheduling and things like that. And that's always fun because
yeah,
despite people technically understanding that it's the weather, when it comes to them needing it now and then and immediately get their needs taken care of, they have a hard time understanding that sometimes. The place say, "Look, if the truck can't start, I can't go."
yeah.
It's that simple. There's really nothing else I can do about it. Now, what are your goals for next 5 years? What are you planning? What are you thinking?
Well, my goals for the next 5 years is just continue to grow at a consistent pace. I'm not trying to grow very quickly. That's not something I want to do, because sometimes when you grow one part of the business, the other part of the business needs to play the catch-up game, and it becomes really tough to manage. I definitely want to grow. I want to grow the amount of trucks that are on the road, but I also want to grow the locations. I think that would be tougher than growing the amount of trucks on the road. We're moving from like over the course of the past few years, we've moved from just meeting up in a parking lot to meeting up, at a storage unit to meeting up at a bigger storage unit. Now you know, we have a warehouse with dock height. So we're slowly just, building one small inch at a time. We're not trying to like explode, because I've
I
done
think that
that.
that's important because I think when you grow too quickly, the quality of the work that you provide suffers because when you grow quickly, like for example, for us specifically, the reason we take the same approach here at Moving Sales Professionals when it comes to growth is that we want to grow one step at a time. We don't want to make it too fast. The reason we don't want to make it too fast is because we want to be, frankly, picky about who we choose to join our team. We want to pick people that are going to be a good fit. We want to pick people that are not going to walk away a week later. We want to make sure that we can grow people with us one step at a time. And I think that that's extremely important because ultimately, if you're growing fast, what happens is the quality of the people that you hire drops because suddenly you're starting to take flyers because you're trying to fill a specific quota. You need to have three more guys because you need to fill an extra truck. You need to have extra X amount of salespeople because you know you have new contracts coming in, right? Anytime you do that, it's like you are putting yourself in a position where like good people in general, which whether it's sales or whether it's movers, they're hard to find. People that are going to do the job accurately, people that understand the benefit of proper quality service, not just tossing things on the truck. People that understand that wrapping things the proper way is important because it's the livelihood of the company, the quality of service to provide, the amount of claims and what have you that you will get if you don't do it properly, how it affects the company's reputation and the brand and everything else. You want people that are coming in that understand all this, that are willing to do it your way, frankly, and not just say, okay, I'm a great mover and these guys just don't know what they're doing. And I'm just going to do it this way no matter what they tell me.
Does your company need more creative marketing and ad campaigns to improve traffic and organic leads? Well, Moving Sales Professionals has a solution for you. We have partnered with social media marketing agency that has over 300 million views on their ads and videos across social media. And they have generated over $35 million for their clients over the last 10 years alone. Their services include content creation, social media ads, pay-per-click campaigns, website and funnel development, Google Ads, email marketing campaigns, lead generation, and much, much more. For limited time only, they have discounted rates for their services. Sign up for a free consultation call with us via our Calendly link on our website or below this video.
And same thing goes with salespeople, which is frankly why my preference generally is not to hire. I don't like hiring sales reps that used to work for other moving companies. Every time I've done it, I've regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I think it's much, in my opinion, it's just much better to grow yours, the one like from the step one. Like I can teach them how I do things and let them
Yeah.
follow my lead. So I think those things are very important. So like I mean, growth is great. We all want to grow, and I feel like we're better positioned right now than we were before. Things are obviously slowing down for everybody, but I don't know if you would agree on your end, Sam, but I saw this fall was really good. All things
Yeah.
considered, this fall was really good. We really saw an increase. It didn't feel like standard. I mean, December this month is slow, and of course, with December, when your holidays, your Christmas and your New Year's take place in the middle of the week, it really stinks because the whole week goes to crap because people are focused on traveling to spend time with their family. They're not really focused on moving. Versus when Christmas and what have you take place on the weekend, that whole week they could be moving. So there's more. I find that the years when the holidays don't fall on weekdays, we tend to be less stagnant. So this year, unfortunately, like we have Christmas in the middle of the week. We have Christmas on Wednesday to Thursday and New Year's, same thing. So it's like these 2 weeks are kind of a lull and there's not going to be as much moving happening or booking for that matter as we would like.
Yeah, I got to say this, right? In November and December, we had some really, really, really good months compared to what we've seen in the past. The week of Thanksgiving was completely dead. The week of Christmas is not amazing, but in November, we were able to book a lot of work for December. So the first full like 2 or 3 weeks of December were fully booked by the time we were in the middle of December, which is really interesting. We don't see that very often.
Sure.
So even though it was kind of in the middle of the week, it kind of like it found its footing again pretty quickly. So that
Right.
was
Yeah.
really interesting.
Right. So like I'm looking forward to seeing things pop back up. And frankly, for us as a call center, January to mid-February has always been busy in the sense that we've been approached with more companies that want to get ready for uh, getting on board and making sure they have a sales team ready when the season starts. So my thing is this. So some people say, okay, we're not going to look for sales reps till March. Wrong. That's at that point, if you're just starting to look for sales help in March, it's too late. You want to take advantage of the months when it's busy. So by beginning to middle of February, you should have a sales team in place because they got to get going. They got to adjust to the way you do things. They got to adjust to the market. Plus, in February, you may not book a lot of jobs within February itself for February itself, right? But you're going to get a lot of leads that are coming from March, April, and May. So if you
Mm.
want to hit the ground running, February is when you should have a team in place. Don't wait till March because by that point, you're going to spend all March getting your team calibrated. And then by that point, now the month of March is basically going to be a lost month for you because of it.
Yeah, I try to get all of the most important things out of the way for the next season in January and February. I think that's a brilliant way to do it. You do it in the slowest months, is where you try to like basically rebuild, restructure, kind of rewrite a lot of your training protocols so that you can hit the ground running. Just like you were saying before,
Yeah, you want to make sure that
that's the
all your
best time to do
processes
it.
are in place. Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure you do it the right way. But of course, we can talk about that as much as possible. Sam, thank you for
Yeah,
joining us
absolutely.
for this call, for making sure we can get talk about the industry and everything else. And obviously, we'll see what we can do together. And like I always say, the world moves on its own, so let the professionals move yours for you. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will talk again soon.